Chris here with Post-Apocalypse Films. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a free muzzle flash in Adobe After Effects CS4. I've already gone on the internet and gotten some free stock footage and pictures and sounds that I'll be using in a tutorial. They'll be in the description in Mediafire. Unzip this to wherever you want. When it's unzipped, it'll look a little something like this. You have a 9mm casing, a 9mm gunshot, a muzzle flash, some smoke, and the noise for the shell casing falling on the ground. This is basically everything you're going to need for this, along with After Effects and your own footage of a gun shooting. First thing you're going to want to do is find your footage. I have mine right here, and we're just going to make a new composition with it. My shooting doesn't actually start until around here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Now, the next thing to do is to take the folder available for download and take all of these files and drag them into After Effects like that, or open them. And this is pretty much everything you're going to need, your video and all those files, and that's all you really need. Go ahead and go through and find where you're shooting your gun. So as we see, I pull the trigger right there. I'm going to zoom all the way in just because it's much easier. Now, here's what we're going to do. Take this video here and just drag it in right there. First off, you'll notice that the video kind of starts with this little screen. So find out where the smoke is. There's a muzzle flash that is with this also, but it looks really bad and I'm not going to recommend using it. You'll see it here in a second. I'm going to go through and find it. Okay, see, this muzzle flash just looks absolutely atrocious. So what we're going to do is actually take the smoke, which is right here, and just get that, and drag this right here. Now right click, go to blending mode, and screen. Drag it towards the muzzle of the gun. Now with this footage, it has multiple gunshots that happen. So I'd advise finding where it ends and then splitting it. Alright, so now we have our smoke element. So let's go ahead and do a quick little preview. Bam! Alright, so obviously it doesn't look good. Next thing you want to do is take the muzzle flash picture I just found off Google, and this is the best looking one. Rotate it into place. Change the blending mode to screen. And move it to the tip of the barrel. It's very hard to see in mine, and I'm going to go fast, so it's not going to be perfect. Now, zoom all the way in and make it 1 frame long. Split the layer, so it's only going on for 1 frame. Alright. Go ahead and put in your gunshot 9mm with this also. Now, we're going to add some environmental impact. To do this, duplicate your base footage and then split it so it only lasts for 1 frame, like this. Now, go to blending mode on this layer and change it to add. Oh, not lighten, add, sorry. Yeah, so add. It'll brighten everything up. Take the masking tool and draw where you think the light is going to affect the environment. I'm just going to do a quick one. Normally you're going to take a little time. Now as you can see, it lights it up, but it's really messy. Go on this layer and click F for the feathering. Change each one to about 60 to 100, depending on how much you want it to be on. Now you can see it kind of looks much more natural and more lightish, like that. Looks pretty good. For the final element, we're just going to add our shell casing. Oh. Make sure your gunshot only lasts 1 frame. Or, yeah, okay, that's the sound. Sorry. Alright. So put your shell in, extend it, and also split this about right here. You're not going to need the whole thing. Rotate it to what's appropriate, and then resize it to a realistic size. That's about good. Click the checkbox for motion track or motion blur, and then you want to hit this up there to activate it, which enables it. Alright, you want to click P on this, then hit this little stopwatch to enable animation. I'd say go about 3 or 4 away, depending on how fast you want to go, and add another keyframe. Now, move it up into the air like this, and you'll see it has some nice motion blur. And you can end it about a frame afterwards if you want. Now, to make a new keyframe, you click this, so there's no confusion. Alright, so now if we preview it, you can see that. Now, of course, what goes up must come down. So copy this layer, paste it, and move it 1 frame afterwards. Go back into position and switch these 2 points around. But in this one, we're going to move this up here, and then we're going to move this one down here. So it goes up, and then it comes back down very quickly. And now finally, after we've done this, at the very end of this, or actually I'm gonna put it right here, take the shell casing fall and add that sound right there. That's pretty much everything you're gonna need for your entire muzzle flash. Everything's free, sound and all. So let's go ahead and preview it. Zoom in for you there. So I hope that helped, and of course the download's in the description. Go ahead, subscribe to everyone, and have fun.